is month 1 of getting my book, Call It Consequences, into every indie bookstore in Ohio until I rule Ohio. Just kidding. This is month 1 of getting my book, Call It Consequences, into every bookstore in Ohio. Well, getting them into every bookstore that I can. As you can tell from the beginning of this video, this is literally the first month that I've been trying to do this. And I just thought it would be kind of cool and neat if I just documented my experience with it, and maybe you can learn something from that too. Now, for those of you who don't know, consignment means that I'm bringing my books to the stores and they don't have to buy them right off the bat. Essentially, how the system is set up, and this is the industry standard, is that I give them my books, they keep them up in their store, and when they sell them, then they give me 60% of the profit and they get to keep 40% for themselves. So it's basically like they're buying the book when they sell the book. This is a really great setup for a lot of indie bookstores and indie authors because it gives everybody kind of like a win-win situation. A win for the bookstore because they don't have to buy the book up front and then worry if it sells or not, and a win for the author because they can get their books in front of real readers and have the potential to sell many copies to them. It's a lot easier to get your books into indie bookstores than I originally thought. I was really intimidated by the idea of even starting the process, so it's something that I really prolonged for a long time. I procrastinated hardcore about this until my mentor kind of called me out and was like, you need to do this. So I did it. Basically, this is what I did. Step 1, find all of the indie bookstores in your area. There are a lot of different websites that you can use online to find indie bookstores, searching by area code, by city, things like that. So just do a Google search on your own. The next thing I did was I just went down the list and I started by calling them. And yes, I'm so sorry, you do have to call them. Out of all of the bookstores that I contacted, I got maybe one response from a bookstore that I emailed, and it was 2.5 weeks after I emailed them. The best response that you can get is by going in person, but the next best response that you can get is by calling. So I would definitely, even if you've already emailed them, make sure that you call them. The next thing I did was I went through and I made an inventory of all the books that I have. I loaded them up in my car, and then I spent pretty much all of Tuesday going through different bookstores around the Columbus area, walking in and saying, hey, I'm an indie author that lives in the area, and I was wondering if I could have my books on consignment. I visited 10 bookstores in one day. Out of those 10, I got 4 that said yes. Out of those other 6, I got, use our website, or we have a form online, which is basically just a way to tell me to go away. But that's okay, because here's a little pro tip. When you're an indie author, you have to get used to rejection like that. Not everybody's gonna want your book. That's okay. Not everybody's gonna like your book. That's also okay. Did I leave that day feeling a little bit dejected that more than half of the people that I went to said no? Yes, but that's why I brought a friend, because she reframed it for me in a really positive way. She was like, oh my gosh, you almost got half of the people. That's a great thing. Those are 4 stores that did not have your book beforehand. So I started doing this probably about the beginning of April, maybe mid-April. It's been about a month since I started trying to get bookstores to carry Call It Consequences. And let's also say, I'm not just going to bookstores. I'm going to local coffee shops, I'm going to stores that have vendors, people that make their own things and then they sell those things. So I'm going to any store that basically will take me. The biggest thing that I've learned in this month is that you just have to ask. Even if it's a no, it's gonna be a no if you don't ask, right? So you might as well ask and get that no so that then you'll know. It's not been an easy process. It's really uncomfortable to get up early, drive, spend all of that gas money right now, and go from store to store and ask if they'll have your book. It can be really vulnerable. You worked really hard on it. You poured your whole soul and heart into writing this. So many tears and emotions and la. But here's the thing. Every bookstore that I went into, the staff was really friendly. They really wanted to help out. And honestly, I'm really surprised that I didn't walk out of any of their stores with a book or 2. I was real tempted to go perusing. That's my next tip for you. Don't go shopping for books when you're trying to get your book on consignment.
Because guess what? You will not make a return on investment on that one. If you buy a book from every single bookstore that you walk into, out of the last 12 books, if the books were $10 alone, that's $120
anyways, that's all I have for you guys this month. I hope that you found it helpful or enjoyable to watch. Maybe you laughed a little. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. But the fact is, I'm doing it, and you should do it too. So if you're an indie author, I want to encourage you. Just ask 5 stores this month if they'll have your book on consignment. Thanks for watching.